Hey, Kosi, just to start, what was your thought process when you saw Derek went down and obviously knowing you had to enter into this game?
I was ready right away because I was keeping up with every single play of the game, and right away when it happened, I knew I was about to go in, and I was ready.
Kosi, our next question will come from Luke Hetrick, Spectrum News 13. Luke, you can go ahead.
NKosi, you've been here with this program for a couple of years now. It's been a steady growth for you guys. What does a result like this do? How does it impact the next step you guys want to take forward as a team?
I think we took a positive step tonight, even though we didn't come out with the W. The whole game, the team was acting like we had to lead the entire game, and I think we're really building something here, and it's going to be really great for us next season.
Next question will come from Justin Yee. Justin, you can go ahead and unmute when you're ready.
Hi, Justin from Oxford Media here. Perry, you played your tail off when you came into the game. What were some areas of improvement you want to see from the rest of the team going forward?
I feel like we need to improve in all areas, and with my play, I definitely want to improve on my accuracy and things like that. But I feel like we need improvement in all areas of our game, and we're not bad at all. But if we improve, then I feel like we can be unbeatable.
Next question will come from David Wilson. David, you can go ahead when you're ready.
Hey, NKosi. You obviously, when De'Aaron comes in, there were probably a lot of times there where maybe you could have, thought you wanted to transfer or do something like that. I'm just curious, did those thoughts ever cross your mind over the last 12 months here, and kind of what made you want to stick it out? And obviously, you end up getting a good opportunity like you did today.
I'm committed to this school, and right now is not the time to be talking about transferring or anything like that. I'm all about the U, and just want to get back with my team as of right now.
Got time for a couple more for NKosi. We'll go next with Manny Navarro. Manny, you can go ahead when you're ready.
Hey, NKosi. Curious, you were able to keep the offense going pretty easily and moving down the field. What did you tell the receivers? Because they were dropping passes, obviously, and you kept going to them. You kept going to Mark Pope. You kept going to D. Wiggins. When guys are going through situations like that, how do you try to keep encouraging them?
Like you said, I kept going to him, and that's what I told him. I told him I'm gonna keep coming back to you. Like I trust all my receivers, and I just try to give them the confidence that they need to go out there and make a play. And we didn't make them all tonight, but I still trust my receivers. If I had to go make a throw right now, I would throw it again.
Got time for two more for NKosi. We'll do Matt Marshall from the Orlando Sentinel next, and David Wilson after that, and then we'll wrap up. Matt, you can go ahead.
NKosi, did Derek say anything to you after he came back from the locker room with the injury? What did he say to you to kind of maybe motivate you to go out there and play?
I was already motivated from before the game and the time that I got once I got in the game. But when King came back out, he was just giving me words of encouragement, like keep the guys going, stuff like that. Telling me I'm doing a great job here and there, even if I'm not. Just positive energy, and that's what the whole sideline had all night.
One more for NKosi. We'll do David Wilson. David, you can go ahead whenever you're ready.
Hey, NKosi. Obviously, the last time we really got to see you play a lot, you were playing a very different style of offense. Now you've had a year learning Coach Lashley's system, and it seems to suit you really well. Just what do you kind of like about that, and what do you think about this current offense maybe suits you pretty well?
To be honest, I love this offense. I love Coach Lashley as an offensive coordinator. I feel like he's one of the best to do it, one of the best I've ever been coached by, and that's pretty much it. I love it. I love everything about it.
Hey, Brevin, I just wanted to get your emotions. It was obviously an emotional football game for you guys, falling behind 21-0 and then coming back and just falling short. Emotionally, how are you feeling? And then I guess, what did you think of the effort? And for yourself, individually, what do you do from here?
I'm very disappointed. I mean, very disappointed in the fact that we didn't come away with a win, but I'm also very humbled to be a part of this team. I mean, these guys they don't never quit. It just the way this team carries itself, like we just keep going. It's always play the next play with these guys. So it's it's a little disappointing, but I mean, I'm just happy to be on this team, man. There's no quit. We have such a thick backbone that that's just the way we are.
And I guess, have you made a decision at all about your future? Obviously, everybody wants to know if you'll be coming back. We know De'Eric said he was, and that's a question that's on a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, no, I haven't really made a decision yet. We just took a loss, so I'm not really trying to even think about any of that. I'm just trying to pour all my love and my emotions to my teammates. I'm not worried about that next step in my life.
Thanks.
All right, next up we have Gary Furman of Kane Sport. Gary, go ahead.
Hey, Brevin, you just talked about the love, and you have played the way you played tonight really in just about every game since you got here 3 years ago, and you guys just keep coming up short over and over and over again. How frustrating has that become? I mean, you couldn't have played with any more effort tonight. I mean, really, and it's just got to be enormously frustrating that you're not getting the results out of it.
I mean, yeah, it's always frustrating when you don't come away with a win or when things don't go your way. But the thing about this team, man, is like we just don't quit. And even though you take a loss, man, it doesn't make the loss as sour. Just because we gave all our effort, we gave all our fight. We stood 10 toes down and we fought 4 quarters with them. So I mean, it makes the loss a little bit less sweet, but a little less sour. But a loss, man. And we just got to get back to the drawing board. We just got to get better. That's all it is. Just learning how to finish.
And one other question real quick. Obviously watching De'Eric go down tonight, it had to be extremely emotional for everybody. You made a decision to play in this game when maybe it was or wasn't, the best move for you as an individual yourself based on the decisions that you have to make now. What went through your mind? I know one of their players basically took himself out of the game after that point. What went through your mind when you saw that happen?
When I saw De'Eric go down?
Yeah.
When I saw De'Eric go down, first thing I did was I prayed for him. I thank God first. I thank God for having him on this team. And then I asked for a hand of protection over him. That was the first thing I did. Then the next thing I did was I looked at my team, I gathered up the whole offense, and I said, yo, bring it in. And we all rallied around Kosi. We knew Kosi was the next man up. It's no different. I mean, if Corey Gaynor, starting center, or Wiggs, or Pope, or Zion, anybody gets hurt, it's always the next man up. But I mean, when he went down, it rallied us. It rallied. That's the energy De'Eric brings to this team. That's the passion he brings to this team. We rallied it. We said, all right, cool. You want to hurt our quarterback? Let's go play some football. So that's really what it did to us. It rallied us.
Thank you.
All right, our last question for Brevin comes from David Wilson of the Miami Herald. David, go ahead.
Hey, Brevin. I just wanted to ask you about Kosi's performance. Obviously, we hadn't really seen him get a whole lot of meaningful snaps over the last year. What kind of impressed you about him today? And obviously for the last year, he's been sitting on the bench, I'm sure, waiting for a chance like this. Obviously, he didn't get the win, but just how satisfied are you to see him kind of get a moment like that?
No, I'm very happy for Kosi because Kosi, he works very hard. He comes into the building, and I mean, he knows he's not the starting quarterback. He knows he's not the guy, but he prepares every day like he's the starting quarterback. He comes to meetings on time. He's the first guy in the meetings. Like, he practices very hard. It's not like Kosi doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He goes in every day thinking he's the quarterback. So I mean, when he was in the game for us, it was normal for us because Kosi's so cool, so calm and collective that it wasn't a big deal to us. We knew he was going to go out there and do his thing.
Hey, Bubba, I'm wondering if you could speak to kind of what went wrong in the early going for the defense, and then what did you guys do to make adjustments and fix things to get back into the game?
I mean, it was just missed tackling, not fitting gaps. It was really just on the defense, honestly, on us. We just had to make an adjustment. Went back to start playing man, and from there, it kind of went up. So.
And then for you personally, just your emotions and your feelings after this game, what you're feeling after this and about your future.
I mean, I'm mad. We just lost. I'm not really focused on the future. The future will come. Decisions will be made. But right now, like, I don't know what y'all want me to do, what y'all want me to say. We just lost. Again.
All right, next up we have David Wilson of the Miami Herald. David, go ahead.
Hey, Bubba. Manny mentioned just the amount of passing they were doing early on, kind of maybe catching you guys off guard, considering they're such a run-heavy team typically. Did you kind of feel like that maybe they were doing some stuff you guys didn't necessarily expect?
No, not at all. I mean, we knew they were going to pass the ball. They have one of the best receivers in the country. We knew it was coming. We took away the deep balls. They started throwing it short, started throwing check downs. We were in zone coverage. They started picking apart that. We just have to make adjustments once a man, and, it is what it is.
All right, our last question for Bubba comes from David Furones of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey, Bubba. And Brian Balaam started alongside of you at safety. Just what he did to earn the right to start in this bowl game. Obviously, Amari Carter being out has something to do with it, but what he did to get there, and then just how you thought he played.
I mean, I don't know if y'all seen, but he went out. But he's came a long way. He's been one of the young guys that's really stepped up, really locked in this season. He's been very helpful, especially whenever we get tired or anything. He come in and he knows what he's doing, and he plays very well. He has a bright future here, and I can't wait to see what he does.
Hey, Jafari, I'm curious kind of what you guys were able to fix there. I know they scored the 21 quick points, but then after that, it seemed like you guys kind of came under control a little bit more. What happened, I guess in the beginning that kind of set you guys off foot? And then what did you do to get back on track?
Well, the defense came together. We went back to our bread and butter, play calling wise, back to the basics and just play football. And that's what really stopped from scoring.
And then for you personally, to get you did have, I think, a sack and a strip. What did that mean to you? Obviously, playing behind Jalen and seeing those guys have success. What did it mean for you to kind of taste your own tonight and make a big play like that?
It was a blessing, definitely, because I've dreamed about this since middle school, elementary. So just to be out there starting is really a blessing, and being able to get the sack, help the team, is just enormous to me.
All right, next up we have David Furones of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey, Jafari, not just you, but a lot of other defensive ends were thrown into bigger roles today. Your thoughts on the other guys, Cam Williams, Patrick Joyner, and Zach McLeod in his kind of debut as a defensive end there?
We were all excited. We put in a lot of work the last 2 weeks because we knew we had a big role coming up, filling in the shoes of Jalen and Quincy. So we was in there, getting it in every day. I'm just ready to get better than the boys, carrying the next year.
All right, we're going to go back to Manny Navarro, the Athletic. Manny, go ahead.
Hey, Jafari, you brought up next year already. Obviously this defense has some guys, some young guys like yourself that are going to look to be leaders here in the years to come. What's your outlook for next year already? And what are you planning to do, to maybe step into that leadership role yourself?
One thing we can do is work harder, go harder every day. I feel like the whole team is not satisfied with the last couple of games, so I feel like we just need to get back to work as soon as we come back, focus on next year and the business year.
And what do you think you need to improve on individually for yourself? I mean, you're going to be a big part of this team going forward. I wonder, when you look at your first 2 years, what did you do well, and what are you hoping to get better at going into next year?
My biggest focus is getting bigger and stronger. You can never stop improving, so I feel like I got a high ceiling, so I feel like I get bigger and stronger. Get out, go back faster.